I'm gonna okay. Hello, my lovelies. It is video time, and this one is not a boxy charm, so woohoo! Actually, I've been wanting to do this little round of videos for quite some time. One of my favorite books, when I was growing up in makeup was Making Faces by Kevin Aucoin. So I've been doing makeup for quite some time, and when I started learning, he was one of the big names, and his books were kind of the go-to that you always bought and stuff like that. And so I did learn a lot of techniques. I still use um, his books as a reference point in my classes. The styles definitely are dated because trends change. They always change. In, 2 years, all the stuff we see on Instagram right now is going to be extremely dated. I mean, hell, within 6 months, most of it is. So, anyways, I really like his stuff, and his theory is still sound. So even if um the tech you know the styles aren't really in, his technique is good, and so I've always used his book as reference. Well, one thing I have never done, and I've always wanted to do, is try to replicate each of the looks in the back of Making Faces. And there's the Innocent, the Vamp, there's just all these great looks, the Flapper, the Bombshell, all these different ones with step by step. So I am going to replicate those and see how it turns out. So, I took off my glasses too soon. There's going to be reading, and I'm blind, so I need to read this. So, let's do this. So, the first one we're going to do is the first in the book, and it is The Innocent. So, this was his example from it. Isn't that lovely? I'm not as beautiful as she is, but we're going to do what we can. So he gives a little description of the look and gives a list of items that you might need. So at this point, um, if you want to copy along, here are the items you will need. A brow pencil. I don't use brow pencils, so I will use eyeshadow. A shimmery liquid foundation and a sponge. Well, I use cream foundations, not liquid foundations. However, I am clever. I use liquid cream RC with a little bit of the thinner, which will make it a liquid. And he wants a shimmery. I don't carry shimmers because they don't always photograph well, but I do have liquid highlights I can add to my concoction to get a shimmery liquid foundation. The next ingredient is going to be a pink cream blush. I don't use cream blushes. I use mainly powder products because I'm an extended wear artist. But as you probably know already, cream bases like lipsticks and stuff like that can be used as cream products. So I'll be using a little bit of a lipstick to make my pink cream blush like he's asking for. Cream makeup was a huge thing in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. Never did that trend myself. But that's because I do bridal, and like I said, I'm an extended wear artist. It's about getting 24 hours of wear while still looking really good. And I'm not really about that whole wet thing. And creams don't always wear well. Next is a brown cream eyeshadow. Again, I don't use creams. However, cream foundation is pigmented and will work as a cream shadow. So we're going to go ahead and use that. An eyeshadow brush, we are going to use my favorite, my Krylon 3714, so 3714 Art Brush by Krylon. I love it. That's my favorite shadow brush, so there we go. Next we have an eyelash curler and black mascara. I don't have to fake it on this one. I can definitely do lash curler, black mascara. Yes, it is Maybelline. I like Great Lash by Maybelline. It's my favorite. Oh, I skipped a white iridescent cream eyeshadow. So I don't have cream eyeshadow, but I did found a brow highlighter, and this would work as a cream shadow, and it is a white iridescent cream shadow. That will work as well. He wants a flesh toned lip liner. I don't carry nude lip liners. They're not currently trending at this time. Most of my clients want a natural mouth, which is a slightly pink. So we're just going to do a neutral pink tone. So it's basically the same color as my lips. So it's not a nude, like nude, but it is a natural color. So we'll use that and a clear lip gloss. And I do have that. So as you can tell, there's going to be some modifications on my end because every kid is different, and I don't carry some of his products, but I came up with it. I think we're good. So now let's get ready to start. All right, my glasses are off. His first step is to lightly groom the brows and then fill them in with the brow pencil. I don't use brow pencil. I use powder. So I'm going in with some eyeshadow and coming in. I don't need to groom my brows because they're fairly groomed right now. I stay pretty much on top of it. So I'm just going to give my eyebrows a decent shape. I prefer powder. It does wear longer. So this is the innocent look. So we're trying to do a soft, natural brow. Nothing too fancy, just filling in as needed. So as you can tell, I hit the points and where I have no hair because I barely made it through the early 2000s with eyebrows. So let's just put it that way. Next thing we're going to do, step 3, is apply shimmery liquid foundation all over the face to give it a glow. This will naturally highlight parts of the face. Okay. It will because the light's going to hit your high points, so it would work as a natural highlighting to the face. You wouldn't have to do a lot. But this is going to give that more of a dewy, wet look, which was very popular at the time, is not currently what is trending now. But we are replicating this look to our best abilities, right? Right. So I'm going to make me up some skin color. I'm eyeballing it. Well, that's going to be a little light. I'm not that dark. Let's just put it that way. But I have gotten a little sun this year. Not much. My face is always lighter than the rest of me because I am religious about wearing hats. When you get to my age, you'll understand. Alright, so we're going to take a little bit of our gel highlighter from e.l.f., which is my favorite gel highlighter. It has this really nice dewy look without being overly highlighted. So we're going to squeeze. Come on. I need to refill this, I think. So add that to get some shimmer. Get some shimmer. Oh, yep, we got some iridescent going into our liquid. And then to make it a little more liquidy, I'm going to add the oil thinner. It's kind of oily. It's a mineral oil thinner that you can add to RC foundations and make them a little more sheer. And so I occasionally do this for my older clients who have drier skin. Alright, so now we have a little more of a liquidy foundation. And I'm going to give a quick application to my whole face. Not too shabby on the color match. I'm very pink though, so. Let's just get it. The song that keeps popping into my head is "Let's Get It On." Let's not get it on, shall we? Okay. I think I'm fairly evenly applied. I hope I'm evenly applied. I have no glasses on. I can't tell. You're just gonna have to forgive me if it's not. I don't think that's how it works, but you know. Alright, let's clean up that mess. Looking pretty even. I will say that liquid foundation without setting powder, like he's not asking for setting powder, is going to crease and hit my fine lines and wrinkles. And in about 30 minutes. Alright, next step. Dot pink cream blush onto the apple of the cheeks, temples, and chin. Then blend with your fingertips. Okay. So because this is from my Pro Kit, I am not touching my skin directly with this. I am using a disposable applicator. And we do boop. Apples. I'm not doing smile apples. I'm doing actual apples. Right here. Temples. Boop, boop, boop. And chin, right? Cheeks, temples, and chin. So right there. This is probably a lot more than I need. Let's try this out. And then we blend that with our fingers. Oh yeah, I'm a lot pinker than I need to be. I'm a lot pinker than I need to be. Okay, I'm throwing it in places up here because I naturally stay really pink in here. So we'll just do that. Alright, if you're replicating this look with me, maybe use less pink. Because I'm gonna. Okay. That's okay. That's what sponges are for. I'm gonna just tone down a little bit. Just a little bit. See? Not too shabby. Okay, I kind of. I went a little overkill with the pink. Just it's not bad. It's not bad. I just look like I'm blushing. Alright, step 5. Apply the white iridescent cream shadow to the entire eye area with your fingertip. So, back in the day, for those of you who don't remember, everything was applied with your hands. You didn't use product like brushes. We used our fingertips. We used, you didn't do makeup with a palette knife or a brush, and everything was applied, directly with your hand. I am going to do that. I am removing it from the container with the palette knife. This for sanitary reasons, because this is my pro product, not my personal use product. So, alright, so we're going to apply this to my whole eye area with my fingers. And yes, this is how I grew up doing my own makeup. And I didn't start using tools for makeup application on myself until I was probably 27 or 28, because I was like the mid 2000s. Like when I became a makeup artist in 2004, I started using brushes in my pro work, but my personal makeup didn't really start following that direction until a few years later, because seriously, you just use your hands. There was a lot of smudgy makeup, alright? But when I started doing smoky eyes and stuff like that, then I started incorporating brushes. Alright. Brown cream eyeshadow into the crease and softly under the eye using the shadow brush. So we are going to use the shadow brush for this right here. And remember, I don't have a cream shadow, so I'm going to use a little bit of brown concealer, which will work. It has a slightly, maybe a touch more oil in the composition of it than maybe the cream shadow. Not much. So we're going to do it in our crease. La 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 la. And a little under the eye. That's it. He doesn't say anything about blending. He just says brush cream eyeshadow into the crease and softly under the eye. Like, he doesn't say anything about blending, but I am going to blend, so just a little. Sorry, that heavy fold for me is gonna bring my crease up a little more. Do I look innocent? Alright, next step. Curl lashes and apply the lightest bit of mascara. Alrighty, where's my lash curl? Here's my lash curl. Makeup on my hands. Okay. So, I carry a lash curler in my kit, but I don't actually touch it ever to my clients. I make them do it to themselves because they have a tendency of flinching or twisting or moving while I'm working on them. So this way I won't pinch them and I won't rip out their lashes. If they pinch themselves, that's on them. If they move and rip out their lashes, that is on them. So, cover my booty. Alright, again, this is my pro kit, so disposable mascara wands, not the actual. Sanitation is key, people. Alright. Let's see, just a hint. He said just the lightest hint of mascara. I feel pretty. Don't feel innocent, but I feel pretty. Alright, next step. Outline the lips with a flesh-toned pencil and soften with cotton swab. Alright, as I've mentioned, I don't have flesh-toned, so I'm going to use this one. Okay, and then cotton swab. Cleaning that. So before my next use, I will sharpen it, and I've already cleaned it, so that way I'm not accidentally passing any bacteria to a plant. So take this. Soften. I don't think I would do this much blush normally, but I do like kind of cute little pinky face and soft eye. I'm fine with that. Alright, next, with your fingertip, apply clear lip gloss to the center of bottom lip and smack. I am going to use a disposable applicator because I don't touch my stuff with my bare hands. And there you have it, the innocent. I think he missed some steps because this is not looking like this. So the reason I say this is there is a little more going on in her eye than just a single brown. She has got a few shades of gray. There's some, a little variation. Her brow color is a different color than her lid color. But overall, it's a very clean face. I know he probably did a lot more, but there you go. Be innocent. So, next time we'll be doing another video. And I hope you enjoy it and play along and do the looks. So, until next time, I'll talk to you all later.